Hi, I'm Uncle Joe and this is Shooting the Shed, and today we're going to talk about the GFCI and how to replace one or how to wire it initially. There's two ways of wiring this. One is remotely and one is locally. Here's my mock-up here of a wall. We got a regular receptacle here and a GFCI receptacle here. And as you can see, the GFCI, the two orange lights show that it's wired properly, and it will trip if you test it. But since it's wired locally, it will not knock the light out. So once you come up here, we'll show you where the locally is. You can see that to do it locally, you have the two wires in the hot, two wires in the neutral slot. Now this is what's called the line and this is the load, and I'll show you a picture of that later. Okay, so this is wired locally. Like I said, this light here has a fault wired into it. We did that before. And I'll show you if I take the same light that we know has a fault in it and I plug it into this GFI and we turn the light on, it'll now trip the GFI. See, it tripped it immediately. That's because this is wired locally, not remotely. I'll do it again. It's plugged into the receptacle downstream for that, but since it's not wired this way, this light will work. It doesn't trip out the GFI. Okay, now we've rewired my mock-up with the GFI being remotely. As you can see, I've marked the feed at the red, or the line, and then this is the field. So it's wired. The line comes in one side, the load is the other. So this way, it protects not only the GFI, but it protects this circuit downstream from it. And remember, we showed you that this light, this marked, it has a ground fault in it. Okay, now earlier it'll work just fine if that's wired locally, but when it's wired remote, as soon as I turn this on, it's going to trip that GFI. Okay, we'll turn it off and we're going to reset it. So these are the two different ways to wire a GFCI, locally and remotely. And again, if it's locally, it only protects the GFCI receptacle, and if it's remote, it will protect the receptacle and anything downstream. In this case, I've only got one downstream, but it will protect anything downstream. So this is the back of a receptacle where it says line and load on the GFI, but you can't read it. So what we've done is we've taken some liquid Teflon and wiped it on there, so now you can read what it says. This says line, this is load. Now line means line as in power lines coming in, and load means this is what's doing the work. So when we wired it locally, we used these holes right here to wire it locally, and when we wired it remotely, we had one set of wires, the line or the feed to the line, and then to the field we had wired into the load in one of these sets of holes. So they're marked on there. They're really hard to see unless you cheat like we did and put some liquid Teflon in it, liquid tape, so to fill in the letters so you can see them.